So as always, timestamps exist in case you want to move forward, but the funny thing about trying to get other Uma Musume's sprint aptitudes to A is that I actually have someone other than Sakura Bakushin O. But for most other people, it might be King Halo, or probably going to be King Halo, especially for free-to-plays. For me, in particular, well, hey. So we're going to do gold, well, yeah, no. We'll do a few. So we'll start off with, I guess, someone else instead. Although, didn't I have an Oguri Cap that sprint? I think I did, right? Please tell me I did. Okay, I did. So, as we go into this here, just really quickly. So here's the Sakura Bakushin O you're racing against. Again, not really anything of note. I think she's also a pace chaser and not a front runner. So when we run Silent Suzuka here, it's going to be a bit interesting. But here's the Oguri Cap that we're going to be going with. Again, I need to leave this up for like 5 to 10 seconds, because otherwise the timestamps can get wonky, so excuse me for that. That's why in the very beginning of the video, I tell you to look at timestamps. And then we have corner recovery, because I was trying to just survive my scenario mode. I guess that is still a part of, as we move into the filler here before the race. Again, timestamps exist in case you just want to move to a race or a final spurt, or it should be available somewhere. But let me just check something really quickly. Okay, yeah, good. And we're going to parfait here because we don't want anything to go wrong. Now, my parfaits are going to slowly run down, but if nothing really weird happens, then nothing weird should happen. Otherwise, as we look at the number 3 and 4 favorite, if they matter, nope, really just 3. So we have a Biko Pegasus as our non-generic Uma Musume. Here she is. She can, as we see, really nothing else. I mean, as a late surger, unless she moves up to the front and everyone behind gets blocked, nothing weird should happen. I think I enabled a pace chaser Oguri Cap, but either way, if we're in second, I mean, the Triumphant Pulse will be nice. Otherwise, again, I think this Oguri Cap has Silent Suzuka skills. Silent Suzuka's unique to try and option select, but she can proc Triumphant Pulse and then proc Silent Suzuka's for an extra, I guess, 2-second boost, really. I say 2 seconds as we get into the race here, because, well, by the time she procs Suzuka's unique skill, if she procs Triumphant Pulse at the same time, yeah, you're not going to get much use, because it's going to be after 200 meters. But as we start off here, I really hope, yeah, I'm at least a pace chaser, because I'm too scared of getting blocked these days. If you haven't seen the other Legend races, you know exactly the reason why. I always forget what I was going to say. There was something before the timestamp I wanted to mention. But again, nothing too surprising here. We're just pretty much going through it. But again, these videos exist just in case anyone wants to see at least one other person going through the Legend races. That way you can see. And at this point, those who are not in the know, in terms of, you know, you don't do a lot of self-study, might be looking at this and saying, why is your Oguri Cap / Silent Suzuka / Gold Chip doing sprint races? It's because I'm doing this to myself. I would not advise this for anyone else. Again, most likely, as we get into the final spurt here, is if you have, say, another Uma Musume who has like a C or B sprint aptitude, you might have just done a quick little scenario mode just to get A sprint aptitude, or if you're lucky, you get S sprint aptitude. But which apparently would have been a lot easier for me with my inheritance from what I'm reading in comments as we just boost out here. Yeah, so again, as you saw there, Suzuka's unique skill procced like 50 meters from the finish line. So, yeah, we would have to accelerate up. I think that's how target speed works. Again, I'm always getting confused here and there because, well, things happen. So, as we move into pretty much Silent Suzuka next, and we grab our rewards. Again, it's not the most amazing, but they're rewards, and they exist, so you might as well grab them. But we're going to look for our Silent Suzuka next. And this is the Silent Suzuka that we're using. Again, as always, I took these skills just to try and survive, because Suzuka, as it turns out, has a few other races. I think in senior year? Again, I don't remember Suzuka. In fact, there's a whole document, funny enough, that exists for the sake of raising a Silent Suzuka in all aspects of Uma Musume, which is quite interesting to see. But as we fill in time and hope that our mood is okay, we don't need a parfait there. I don't need to give Suzuka this trophy. If we don't get it, I have two more days. But otherwise, most of this is going to be gold chip. Like, if I don't basically win with gold chip during this day, then I will use gold chip 3 times tomorrow. So, also to note, yes, this is happening just before my Uma Lock stream. If you don't know what that means, just look for my streams on this channel and you'll know. But as we also remove the the click there. Is that? I was about to say, is that another Silent Suzuka in the race? I was about to say, which can happen if you move, as we move into more PvP or actual PvP related events and races. You will see copies of girls because, well, yeah, you'll see like 2 to 3. Well, no, not Silent Suzuka, maybe, but. You'll definitely see multiple Daiwa Scarlets, you'll definitely see multiple Oguri Caps here and there, you'll definitely see multiple gold chips soon in the future from what I am looking into. And as for me, I mean, it's not like I was some far-sighted trainer, I just like gold chips, so you'll be seeing my gold chip no matter where. It just so happens that as we get into the finals corner here, and we hopefully just stay in front, as long as Suzuka proc skill, yeah, I just use Suzuka anyway. Well, that didn't help. Nishino, we have a Nishino flower here. Sakura Bakushin O must have gotten stuck at some point because boy, oh boy, are we going to keep the lead? There's no way Nishino flower catches up. She is by far from having the stats needed, but yeah, I mean, just smack out of. And Silent Suzuka starts with relatively okay. You can definitely push Suzuka's aptitude to at least B, but you really want it to be at A. So if anyone didn't know that's watching in this video. And in fact, as we move into our sprint gold chip here, why did I sort things the way I did? I must have been doing... Oh yeah, I was looking for... making sure that I have the correct Uma lock. Oh my goodness gracious, I cannot find my gold chip. It was not that one, that's for certain. What? Was it a higher one? It must have been a higher one. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna do this. Date acquired. Yeah, and I know she was a favorited one, I'm pretty sure. No, she was not. Alright. Really? Why didn't I favor this gold chip? But here's the gold chip I'm using, if you wanted to see. Again, nothing too special. Definitely remember that, yeah, this is closer to the gold chip, because if nothing else, I remember that she had 1,000-ish power, which is more than the legend racers will have. But again, this should not be the hardest thing in the world. You should have at least, well, obviously you should have at least 2 Uma Musume available as the bare minimum. I shouldn't need to say that, but I feel like it should be said. And again, we're not going to parfait here, because we have 2 more days in case something goes wrong. Again, at this point, we're just trying to get gold chip a trophy. But we're also going to be using other girls in the days because, I mean, it looks nice to have more trophies. So, that being said, getting closer and closer to trying to get gold chip to 3-star at least so I can use her outfit. If for no other reason than gameplay-wise, you do get more events during the scenario mode for gold chip. On top of getting unique skills, which are a hot top. Like if you are looking up content creators and or streamers here and there that are training heavily in Uma Musume, you'll be finding out that yeah, having certain Uma Musume at 3-star right now will grant you significant advantages, assuming you have those Uma Musume. Which again, I didn't want to. It's not that I was averse, as we get into the final spurt here, to scouting more Uma Musume, but hey, also we need to navigate through this, otherwise we lose. It seems like it's happening somewhat, but as long as Sakura Bakushin O is not the one going out front, maybe she's number 2, yeah, we're kind of stuck. So this is, yeah, Nishino Flower ahead of us, Generic on our right, and Pain happens. So, well, I guess we're going to be looking at day 2. So, as we get pretty much get close to the end of this video, yep, this is going to be what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days. And then day 3 is going to be all pretty much gold chip, unless I decide to do something else. But, yeah, without further ado, nothing much else to say. Thank you for watching, and if you have anything to say, you know what to do. So, bye!